Hi, I'm EyeOnAiman, and welcome back to one of my FischerTechnik videos. In today's video, I'm going to show you a possible solution to the pick and place FischerTechnik Challenge. So this is my solution. Let me demonstrate it working. Alright, so 3 motors, one to control the up and down movement, one to control the side to side movement, and one to control the arm. The last output is used to control the light. Now we have 5 regular inputs and 1 analog input. This analog input is used to detect if there's an object in the way of this phototransistor and the light. And the rest of the switches are used as limit switches for side-to-side movement, up and down movement, and arm movement. So first off, this is the initiation. First it moves up until it hits the switch, then it moves to the side until it hits this switch. Then it opens the arm up until it hits that switch. And so now we're waiting. Now it's so first what it did was it made sure that it was detecting the light from the phototransistor. From the lamp, as you can see from the analog input being less than 300 about. I might have to change that to 400, less than 400. But now if we block it, this value should go up to 1,000. So let's take our 3D printed part and block it. Oh, looks like the arms aren't quite in place. Let's see if we can still do that. Okay. Looks like it's still able to grab onto it. So now you can see the gears are working to raise this assembly. Now it's moving it to the right. It's going to hit that limit switch. It's going to drop it, and then it should go down here. So now if we put up, looks like we have some technical difficulties going on. It's not hitting the limit switch. Okay, so again, to demonstrate, first it's going to calibrate by going upwards, up until it hits this limit switch. Alright, there we go. Then it's going to move to the right until it hits that limit switch. Then it's going to open the arm. Then it's going to wait 5 seconds to let this go down to 300. And now, right now it's waiting for darkness. So when the light level is causing the resistance to be greater than 800. Let's see if you can focus on that. There we go. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our 3D, quote-unquote, 3D printed part. Focus. Okay, we're just going to place it down. Okay, so now it's blocking the light. Now it's going to go down until it reaches that limit switch. And then it's going to pick up that 3D printed part. Then it's going to go back up, taking the part with it. It's going to keep moving to the right. And then it's going to open, and then the part is going to get deposited. There we go. Alright, so just one mishap with that wire, and that's because the wire just didn't stay in. Nothing wrong with the actual mechanism. But as you can see, that's what the mechanism looks like and how it works. It's a very nifty mechanism, very complicated. You don't have to go as complicated as this, but if you want to, just think of all the possibilities. The program is quite simple. Just iterates to going back to one position and then going to the next position. This is when it's on top right. and this is when it's going to the bottom left and grabbing the thing, and then it just cycles back through. And so the actual building of it requires a lot of finagling. You can see that in order to make this go up and down, I used some worm crank. What's it called? I used a lead screw. So you can see this block up here follows this worm, and this worm is rotated by these big idler gears from that motor in the back, and that's what allows the mechanism to go up and down. The actual claw mechanism uses like 2 gears on the side of a worm, so this is a worm and a wheel, and they sort of rotate in the same direction, and they rotate in opposite directions, and they grab the part. And then of course this is a rack and a pinion, motorized, and the analog sensor I use is that it senses when it's being blocked. So that is one of the possibilities for your pick and place project. Very complicated. You don't have to go as complicated as this, but this is one of your options.